Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is finally Saturday once again, and it is now time to relax and take a break. But you can never take a break from the snail. So, today we're gonna do another energy fighting video in the VB.10-C1. And why I chose this plane and this match is because I had 8 kills in total, not AIs, real players, 8 of them that I killed. And I'm not posting this as a way of saying that do that all the time, which I don't. This is like the first time I ever got so many kills in one match. And yeah, I did land at one point, but yeah, it's still pretty impressive, 8 kills. And on this map, it's like the smallest map in the game. And when you spawn in an interceptor or something of the sort, you have such an amazing advantage at the start, because when you spawn the airfield, it doesn't give you exactly the time to really climb up the belt. So yeah, here you can just like energy fight people pretty easily because you already started with energy. So here I go for this Yak 3, which was one hard shot, but I still managed to hit him somehow. I was also surprised when I actually got him. And then I go straight back up, as I really do in Sudan. Then I turn back around, and I'm not really picking any targets right now. I'm really watching the ones that are the highest, like that XP50. And those P51s might be some danger, but I'm gonna keep going to see if there's any better targets I can move for. So here I go in a kind of a energy fight with the BF109. It's the F4 variant in the American Tech Tree, so I kind of know what it is. It's basically like the German variant, but it's American. That's the only difference. So he tries to go for me and he misses. Then I go back down on him and I miss as well. So my first reflex is to go back up. I'm still looking a little bit around to see if there's any enemies coming. He tries to pull in for the shot, but I can just barely make it over his nose. And then I go back down on him. And then he goes up, which he shouldn't have done because I'm right behind him, and that just led him to being a sitting duck. And there was actually an IL-10 and P51 right below me, and I was about to go down on them, but that XP50 came right in time and I saw him, so I just decided not to dive because of that XP50. I could have gotten them, but that XP50 just disturbed me too much. I didn't want to risk it. He was actually going away from us, so that wasn't really a problem. But yes, I wanted to be I wanted to be safe. Better be safe than sorry is what they say, right? And so here I didn't really know who I was going for. I was just kind of waiting for an opportunity. And when you're like outnumbered, you really need to think about your opportunities, like all of them. It's like crucial that you do that. Otherwise you're just gonna die because you're not gonna take any important opportunities. So here's a big one. The P51D just launches himself in front of my guns. For no reason at all. He could have just went straight or dove down, maybe. I don't know, but anything but what he just did wouldn't have gotten him killed. And so here I'm gonna just try to go for this Yak 9, which I'm not gonna get because he's gonna reach his airfield before I do. So I'm just gonna skip this part. Skip to here. Oh, Okay, so fast forward to the part where I'm trying to dive on this B-47, but instead of putting up a fight, he actually just jays out, and it actually ends up giving me a free kill, basically. It's literally a free kill, which I was pretty happy about because it did not beat the deal. And then here comes the XP50, which gave me a little bit of trouble in wasting my energy. So I dive on him. He turns into my circle, forcing me to go back up and regain my altitude and reset the fight a little bit. And here he turns back out, which was a little bit of a mistake because that allowed me to drop right back on him. And in this situation, even if you turn, I'm still going to be able to have a free shot on you. And here I'm going to land for some more ammos and some repair because my wing was actually yellow here and you can't see it on the x-ray for some reason. Okay, so here right after I take off, I see the Wall-9 in a 1v2 with the Corsair and the Yak 9. Alright, I didn't even know how he won that, but he's in dogfight with the for you. And I'm just gonna swoop in, take the head on. He surprisingly did not see me. I'm just gonna slide it right across the 6 and go to multiple pieces. And here comes the big and fat B-17 flying fortress, just waiting to be shattered into millions of scrap metals and bolts, which is what I did. And so here comes the IL-10, and I have a little bit of energy in my bag, which I'm gonna try to use to bait him up and give the Wall-9 one of the freest skills ever. But he actually comes back down and goes for the Wall-9, which he probably did not expect because he just got slammed in the face by 0.3mm, which I'm pretty sad about because I would have really wished for the Wall-9 to be still with us today, but that did not happen. So I'm trying to keep a little bit my distance for the gunners because I know for a fact it's a dual 3.3mm in the back right now, which is pretty fucking dangerous. And I'm gonna try to gain some altitude a little bit so I can dive on him and make my pass as quick as possible. But he actually makes the mistake of climbing up with me, so that makes one of the easiest decisions ever. You dive down, get some speed, and then go back up on him, which is one of the easiest way to get bombers and even strike aircraft. So I actually missed those shots, and I hit him even if he's off the street. That's one weird thing about replays. The player's view is very inaccurate. But even though he's on fire and he's probably gonna die, I'm still trying to turn with him so that he doesn't actually end up putting his guns on me, which has happened way too many times in the past. But I know he's done for, but I still come back and get another few shots on him to get the finishing hit. Well, wasn't that very pleasant? Well, that's it for the video, guys. Enjoy it, and I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to check out my Discord, Instagram, TikTok. Bye bye.